Guys, and welcome to the electronics channel. In this video I'll be focusing on what you can do with different types of resistors. There are currently 3 of the basic resistors that you can use in a small electronic circuit. And the circuits that I'll be making are just simple ones on a breadboard. I'll be using a switch, an LED, and a simple 5-volt power supply from my computer. So let's get down and see what we can do here. This here is a potentiometer, or a variable resistor. You can see it nice and close up in detail. This knob here spins, and depending on which direction you spin it and how far you spin it, changes the amount of voltage output, or how much it resists the input. This here is a photoresistor. You can see it in detail, the little squiggly lines. This resistor works on the amount of light that is shining upon it right now. The current amount of light that is on it at this particular point in time would probably make the LED quite bright. If I were to put my finger over the top of that small little head, the LED would probably go almost to turned off completely. And if I were to use these resistors in junction with that one, I could change it so that way the lights would go off completely. See those resistors close up? There's small little colours on there. The orientation of those colours and what colours are being used determine the amount of resistance that these have, and these are unchangeable. So once the resistance has been set with these colours, nothing can change. The first thing I'll be doing to create a circuit, I'll be using the standard resistors. I'm going to be setting up a simple switch by putting a small toggle switch into C1 and C2, you can see that, and I'll hook up a jumper wire to A1 and the positive power. If I can just get it in there, there we go. And then I'll be hooking up another jumper wire on E2 and F2. So now I've created the switch. All I need to do is put an input on that side and we'll have a switch. And to demonstrate that, I'll be using this small resistor here. If I can get it to focus. There we go. And I will plug it in to J2 and J7. Then I'll hook up an LED, a red one, on F7 and F11. Make sure you have the leads in the right orientation. The longer lead is always the one that connects to the powered side, which is the positive. Then I'm going to hook up a jumper wire on J11 to the power. And then see what happens when we switch it on. So obviously the resistance of this resistor is quite high. And I can test that to see if that's actually what's happening, or I'm getting a malfunction with the resistor. Yep, so turns out the resistance for this one was actually quite high. And this one is a lot less, so we can see the LED is emitting light. So you can see the difference that a resistor can make. I'll put this one back in so you can see. Not on at all. I can't even see it with my eyes. And then I've got this resistor here, which has a different resistance. And this is what you have to have when you're running an LED. You have to put a resistor on them, because they will just blow if the power goes over there, or they can. You can see that it does emit a small amount of light. I'll switch this one off so you can see it better. There you go. That's a lot more dim. So you can just use that as an indicator light that might be switched on for an extended period of time, so that way you wouldn't pull too much juice. The next one Okay, so the next resistor we're using is this potentiometer, or variable resistor. The way that you hook this up would be to put one of the prongs onto J2 all the way over to J4, and then you connect. I have to get that red full 3 red resistor, and I have to hook that up. You have to hook this up in junction, because if I turn the resistor if I turn the potentiometer all the way to its lowest resistance, I can potentially blow the globe. So I've got this one here as a protection resistor. And I'll switch this on, and it'll come on. And you can see the brightness is at the fullest now, and I can bring it down all the way to switched off. You can see that change in a different light if we use a different LED. I'm going to hook this one up real quick. This is just a white LED. This one gets quite bright. It goes quite low. And that's really cool. You could use this for volume as well, potentially. Changing the volume of something. Or pretty much anything. You can use it for speed control for little motor, as I may have said before. Don't think I have. Now you can see the way that this one works, so I'm going to direct it towards the light. And then I'll put my hand over the top of this one. So this was a light dependent resistor or photoresistor. You can see how different it is. I've got this small laser pointer here, and I will point the laser directly at the pickup. And you can see how much brighter it gets. There, because this laser here, it's not a very powerful one, but it still has a very bright light. So if I shine it directly upon that, it makes it brighter. And that is the 3 different types of resistors. Very simple setups. Anyone could do it. Mainly because I did it, so that shows something. And there you go. That is some things that you can do with resistors. Well guys, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. If there's anything that I've done incorrectly that you see that I should fix or improve on, don't forget to let me know in a comment. I'll be hoping to upload 2 videos a week. I can't promise anything at this point though, because I'm in year 11 in high school, and sometimes there's homework, and then sometimes there's heaps of homework, and then sometimes there's no homework, so it's really hard to tell. But my hope is for 2 videos a week, and hope you guys keep watching and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later.